specialize in Web3, blockchain, and crypto development. You can see Slide Labs as a big company that offers side products. That's why we are called a software house, because basically Slide Labs itself is not just a company. We try to provide as much as useful products as possible to our community. Let me start off by introducing our amazing team. Here on the top, you can see Daniel, Davey, Helwan, and Victor being the co-founders and putting in hard work every single day to get these products to you guys. Here on the second row, we have Rafaela, myself, and Neto being the CMO, the COO, and Neto being our amazing UX UI designer. And we also have Nathan, Jenderson, Arthur, Junior, and Taina. Sorry if I pronounced one of your names a little wrong, but you guys are amazing developers, and without you, this project shouldn't exist as it is today. So this is our amazing team that we have at the moment, and of course, this will only get bigger and bigger in the months that are yet to come. Let me talk a little bit about SlideTrade. So SlideTrade is an innovative social trading platform that enables users to engage in trading and investing, alongside experienced, verified traders on the platform, all without very high incurring fees. Basically, that's what the SlideTrade platform is all about. In 3 words, it is easy, fast, and secure. We use DTPs, which means decentralized trading pools, but more of that in the upcoming slides. In short, it just means that users remain in control of their digital assets at all time. To present you some keynotes here of what makes SlideTrade so special, well, I will talk about these 3 first, and then after this, in the next 2 slides, it will become very clear what it's all about. First of all, we have a system to easily follow up top certified crypto traders. We also want to make sure that customers can increase their earning potential. And another very important keynote for us is that we want to diminish the risks of crypto trading in general, right? And this slide brings us to, well, some important info that you need to know before we can continue showing the platform to you guys, and that is problems in crypto, right? I think everyone that is in the Web3 and crypto space knows that it's not difficult. It definitely has some flaws that Web2 does not have, but it also brings a lot of benefits that Web2 does not have. Here are 3 problems that are generally a big issue in crypto. First of all, the lack of knowledge, right? As you guys know, crypto can be complex. It can be very technical sometimes because a lot of terms are just not words you use every single day. So you need to do a lot of research on what they are about and what they actually mean. So yeah, difficult to understand various concepts and terminologies. Lack of knowledge, a big problem. Second of all, we have security risks. You can just think of vulnerabilities that may compromise safety of assets and personal information, right? There are always people out there trying to steal your personal information in the crypto space. Because yeah, it's all decentralized, right? There is no bank in between, so people just try and steal your info sometimes. That's just how it is. That brings us to scams and frauds as well, right? You have these fake Ponzi schemes all around the internet. You have groups just advertising fake coins and tokens to people. These are just all problems that SlideTrade tries to, and just Slide Labs in general, to be honest, just tries to find solutions to. This brings me to this slide over here. Our first solution that we offer is diminishing the learning curve, right? We try to do that in 3 different ways, and of course there's a lot more that we can come up with, but these are the 3 that are mainly in development and already most of them already live at the moment. Being the first one, connect in real time with experienced traders. I'm gonna show that after this presentation and a live demo that it is easy to get in touch with traders on our platform via chat. Um, yeah, so basically that's just something that makes it much easier than other platforms to just learn something about crypto, to not be misinformed about things and stuff like that. This brings me to the second note over here, the academy area, which is still in development. More of that in some later slides, but basically the academy area, yeah, it speaks for itself, right? It will just be a place where you can learn more about crypto, about trading, about Web3. I think it's very important to educate people on all of these aspects, and that's something that we offer. Being the third keynote here, analyzing charts from pros. As you will see on our platform, when experienced traders create trades, for example, on our platform, there are always live charts of the asset they are trading, so that you can try and follow along with what are they trying to do, what do these experienced traders think will happen with these certain assets. So we made it very easy so that the charts are as easy as possible to read and to understand. We just want to make it as simple as possible. Our second solution is security measures and safety. I talked about this in the beginning in 3 words. We want it to be easy, fast, and secure. We use decentralized trading pools, which basically means that users remain in control of their digital assets at all time. So during creating a trade, during the fundraising process, during approval times, all that sort of stuff, you remain in control of your digital assets. We have security protocols that ensures that your assets are not exposed on blockchains the entire time, or other certain exchanges. We just want to make sure that you remain in control of everything. Our third solution is a top traders verification. You can think of Twitter having blue check marks. You can think of Instagram having check marks, and so on. Of course, on these platforms, you need to pay for these check marks. It doesn't really represent anymore if people are celebrities, for example, or if people really know what they're doing, because basically these companies offer subscriptions for them. We just want to make sure that by just looking very quickly at a person's profile, that you can see, is this person a verified trader? Does he know what he's doing? Does he have a lot of credibility on the platform? Stuff like that. This gives people an understanding of, can they make financial decisions? Can we trust this person? Stuff like that. It's something that we put a lot of time and effort in, and we hope that this makes it easier for people to just not fall into to fraud groups, scamming schemes, stuff like that. If people have a verified check mark on our platform, it means that they are checked by us and that they are ready to make decisions for others. This brings us to the next slide, talking about what we already have today. Today is the 1st of May, and which is our official launch date. We are trying to bring everything to you guys as fast as possible. Our platform in beta has over 500 users already. We are trying to increase that every single day. So make sure that you are a part of this and just try out our amazing platform. We have been working on a mobile app for both iOS and Android. I should check with the team what the status is on that, but if you want to test out the iOS app, it should be available via test flight. I think you can request a team, but they can confirm it, what the status is for Android and iOS, but it should be released, if it isn't already, in a couple of hours or days. Something else that we thought about is a Web2 friendly login interface, right? In Web3 and crypto in general, everyone expects that you have a crypto wallet to log in, that you have crypto on the go to use, right? you're not required to have that here at Slide Labs. Basically, when you try to log in on our SlideRate platform, I'm going to show that after this presentation again. You have the option to log in via Google, via Discord. If you're on mobile, you also have the option to log in via Apple. But of course, you can also use a Phantom wallet, for example. We just want to make sure that if you're coming from Web2, we just want it to be as seamless as possible, that you can try out our platform, right? We are currently live on mainnet, and we have an integration with the Drift protocol, more of that and the live demo, which basically means that not only can you create trades on our platform directly, but we also have active traders from the Drift protocol that you can follow along with. Here you can see some screenshots of how the trading overview looks like. And the live demo is going to be much more easier to see what we're up to. So yeah, we are a social trading platform that bridges between the best traders and people who do not have investing expertise. Again, here you can see some screenshots of our app, both available on the App Store and the Play Store. Let me talk about why Slide Labs and why not the competitor, right? Maybe this sounds a bit cliche, right? Every company wants to be the best. Of course that is, but we want to make sure that you have an idea of what we offer more than some of our competitors. I think that's a very important thing to do. First of all, Slide Labs offers very low fee transactions. We don't take your money away. That's basically it. As you will see, for example, when you create a trade on our platform, it's only 0.015 Solana to do it. On profits, we take very, very small margins. It's something that competitors just do not do in general. A second point here is no human action, and everything happens through automatization through bots, right? From signing up on our platform to creating a trade to successfully getting your first profits, everything is automated. No human interactions in between. This makes it all very fast. Everything runs 24/7 without any hassle. You don't have to wait on certain stuff to complete. It's all automated. Then we have the UI user-friendly experience, right? UI UX, we have great developers that work every single day to make everything as seamlessly as possible. Of course, this can only be better if you guys try out the platform. So feel free to test it out. If you feel like something is a little bit off, if a button is not in the right place, if something is not clear where you can find it on the website, if certain elements are not explained well enough on how to use it or how to do something, feel free to send us over some feedback here on Discord, and our developers will be very happy to look into all of this. Then we have two more things to go over. First of all, the real-time charts. Also gonna demonstrate it in a second here. Our charts update every single second. They are very easy to look at from a beginner aspect. So it's something that, yeah, just everyone can get into. And of course, our Android and iOS app that we highly want to promote here, because everyone is using their phones nowadays. Why not trade on it as well? And what's next for Slide Labs? Well, I brought you guys a roadmap over here, development roadmap. And let me quickly go over what already is in place and what is coming. Make sure that this is a development roadmap, which means that it shows when development starts for a certain item. It doesn't mean if I, for example, say, SLDX token here, for example, Q1, it doesn't mean that that token launched on Q1, but it means that the development started on Q1. First of all, we have the Solana toolkit, right? This is needed. Slide Labs basically runs on the Solana blockchain. Of course, this is something that was put first in development. We have the SlideTrade app and the SlideTrade web, our big product, of course, the SlideTrade platform that is currently live for you guys to use. Slide Labs is also working on its own crypto token, the SLDX token, which is currently in DevNet. It's coming very soon to mainnet for you guys to use. This token will be usable on our SlideTrade platform and a lot more of our products. In the next slides, you will get some examples of this. But very excited to see what you guys will do with this token and how it will perform in the next couple of months. And of course, the Web2 social login, which is also in production, was also started in Q1. When we go over to Q2, we have the private trading groups. We have the deep link share to join in the trade. Something very important in Web3, right? This again makes sure that security is our top priority. Using deep link, it just signs smart contracts for you, right? When you create a trade, you don't have to put in any 12-word passphrase, any sketchy passwords or code. No, none of that. We use deep link for that. Group chats, right? Our chat features are just something important that we need on the platform to connect with others. Poker with the SLDX token. So this is a functionality of the SLDX token. More of that in the next slides. Leaderboards, we want to make it a little bit competitive, right? We want to make sure that you can compete against others and try to get the maximum amount of profits out of trades on the go. So we have leaderboards in place with prizes that are coming soon. So the more you trade on our platform, the higher you can get on leaderboards. Copy trading, of course, so you can follow along with experienced traders to get some profits, and a battle area, which I'm gonna talk about a little more in the upcoming slides. But what is planned in the upcoming months, right? In Q3, starting July 2023, we have the following in development. Trading live streams, very excited to introduce that. We just want to have live streams ready that you can follow along with to learn a little more or to follow experienced traders. It's just different ways to approach you guys as a community to just get into trading, to get into Web3. That's basically it. Analytics, very important, of course. A study area, which is cool to look forward to, and an affiliate program. So that you can get your friends and family in and get rewarded for it as well. What is in it? Starting Q4, October 2023, you will be able to stake tokens. We will be working with NFTs. A clan area is coming, and spot trading is also something that we are looking forward to. Let me introduce you to the SLDX token then, with a total supply of 1 billion. I'm not going to go over all of this data. More of this can be found on our Slide Labs documentation, which I'm gonna show you in a bit as well. Basically, 80% is for the core team, 15% community-wise, 22% for seed rounds, 30% liquidity, 15% DAO treasury. Yeah, feel free to read this. Feel free to take a look at the documentation. If something is not clear about this, feel free to send over a message to the team. If you're not sure what liquidity is, there's 30% liquidity. This will become clear when we open a trade in a second. All right, here is a slide about poker, a cool game that Slide Labs is working on. This poker game will be used to play against your friends, to play against random people, and to gain prizes, right? Also, people that get high on our leaderboards will also be able to create tournaments, which is pretty cool to look forward to. And all of this will be able with your SLDX token. So the entire poker game will run with SLDX tokens, and I'm sure that we will support some other types of stuff as well after that. But something excited to look forward to. And here we have the battle area, another cool game that we're working on. So basically, it's like sort of guessing game. You have to guess, like, is the asset going to go up, going to go down? You can set different parameters, and based on that, When the timer is up, well, the winners will get something. If you lose, well, you can try it again a little later on. You will be able to watch other people play. It's pretty cool in general. This will also run a lot with the SLDX token that we are working on. This was the games. Now let's let's go over to the academy area. Basically, it's a form of educating others about crypto and Web3, right? And this will be in the form of NFTs. So it's pretty cool. You will be able to create courses, sell them in forms of NFTs, buy them in forms of NFTs, resell them, get royalties on them, get people to learn about certain stuff. But more of that coming soon, right? And this was it for the presentation already. So feel free to take a look at our Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. Send us a mail if something is unclear. And that was it for the presentation. I'm just gonna look if there are any questions. And then I will give you a live demo of creating a trade in a minute or two on our platform.
Hello, can you hear me?
Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Could you? Sorry, I don't understand you very clearly.
Okay. Am I clear? Can you hear me?
Sorry, would you be able to type it in our chats or so that we can get an understanding of the question, please? Okay. I'm trying to get up the website in a second as well.
All right. Now, can you guys hear me now? Oh,
All right. So if you have a question, I recommend that you type it in chat, and we will be able to answer it after the presentation, if that's okay. All right. So I share my screen again, showing off slidelabs.xyz, our website. Let me just go over some simple stuff and show you how you can open your first trade. First of all, this is the homepage, right? Invest, copy, and make money with the best traders. You have some info about the social trading aspect, the real-time experience, community platform, invest and trade scenarios, right? Our social media links are here down below, so feel free to take a look at them. Our app can be found here. And of course, we integrate with Drift, Dialect, and Spling. Also good to know. At the top, you can see the trading section, the leaderboards, chat, profile, and docs. For chat and profile, you need to connect your wallet. So let's just start off by doing that. I will connect with my Slide Labs account. I will, in this case, use Discord, but as you can see, you can also log in via Google or a Phantom wallet. I'm just gonna use Discord here for the ease. It only takes about 2 seconds to log in. Let me refresh. I'll try that again. All right. It looks like we are logged in now. Okay, great. Yeah, so now we have access to profile, for example, chat as well. But let me start off by going over to tradings. So here is our tradings view, okay? And you can see all the current trades that are happening on our platform. Well, there's only one open at the moment, coming from Drift, that you can see here on the top left. But for this purpose, I will be creating one via the platform itself, right? So you just simply click on create a new trade. You can title it whatever you want. I've called my demo one funny trade. Let's just call it funny trade again. And here you can set the time for funding. Basically, how long do you want the trade to last on the Slide Trade platform, right? I will say, well, we can set it to 1 hour, for example, but you can set it to whatever you want. And here you can set a description. Of course, you can leave this open as well, but I think it's interesting here to like talk a little bit more about why you chose to go with this trade, right? Just try to educate people on it so that they know what you're trying to do here and what your end thoughts on this trade are, right? For this purpose, I'm just gonna say funny trade again because we are just testing something here. And you can set the assets for the trade. You have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and a lot of others, right? Let's take Doge, for example. Here you have these live charts that I was talking about, right? You have them for every single asset, as you can see. Yep. So I'm gonna go with Doge again. You have a lot of customizability here. You can set indicators as well, which is pretty cool. And it shows you the current price over here of the token. Okay. There are only a few things left to set here. Is Doge going up or going down? Of course, I need to say that Doge is going up. Always stay positive on Doge. It is going to go up. Now it's time to set the leverage amount. This is interesting. If you've never heard of leveraging before, basically it means that if you go in with $5 on a trade, right? Okay, let's round it up a little more even. Let's say you go in with $10 on a trade and the leveraging is set to X2. It basically means that you go in with $20 on the trade, but you only put in 10, right? So you lend sort of $10. And why is that interesting? Well, if you leverage, it means that with a smaller amount that you invest, you can get out with an even bigger amount than you could have imagined. So let's say we set the leverage here on X10, for example, right? If I invest with $10, I basically invest with $100. Of course, you might think, like, why wouldn't I set the leverage to X thousand, right? Because it isn't my money. Of course, there is a little downside to it as well, right? And that's called liquidation. So that's also where when you saw the token supply, this 30% goes towards. Basically, liquidation means that if the token doesn't, if the trade in general doesn't hit what it needs to hit, so for example, it doesn't hit the planned target, it means that you're also going to lose more than what you put in, right? So don't be a rookie and don't put in X10 every single time, right? X10 is only if you're really, really certain of what you're doing. But like a leveraging of X4, X6, it just works, right? It makes you be able to earn more than only 2 cents, for example, on a trade. It can earn you a decent amount of money. So I would recommend you, if you want to learn more about leveraging and liquidation, I'm gonna make separate videos on this to explain it a lot more. Some of this information that I just told you can also be found in our documentation. Let's take X4 here, for example. We have two fields that are left empty. Well, not entirely. This one is already filled out for us, sorry. The planned target is not. Let me first talk about this entry price. Note that the prices are set in USDC, right? Just because it's stable, so that you can have an idea of how much you put in. As entry price here, it's automatically filled out the form with 0.08 USDC. Basically, that is the price that Doge is currently at, okay? Why would you want to change the entry price? Well, the entry price basically means that if this price is hit, the trade will go active for fundraising. So from the moment that price, that Doge hits this price, you can start investing in this trade. We will just, I will just keep it for the purpose of demoing on 0.08, but you could put it a little higher if you feel like you want Doge to go to a certain point first before you think it will go to the planned target. Talking about the planned target, I think it speaks for itself. It's basically you set the amount for what price do you think Doge will go to. I will say 0.10, for example, USDC here. Keep in mind here that this planned target needs to be hit within the time for funding for it to be a successful trade, right? If the planned target is never reached, it means that the trade isn't successful and that you will not profit out of it, correct? So make sure these are reasonable amounts, of course, and it needs to be reasonable within the time for funding. That's basically it. And then it's as easy as clicking on creating a new trade. That's called 0.15 Solana, sorry. And then, yeah, you're good to go. Let's hope it goes through. Because I talked a lot, it could be that our session is expired and then we need to fill it out again. But I think we're good to go here. I have been having some connection issues as well today, so I hope everything on your guys' sides is good as well. But yeah, as you can see, it launched successfully on the platform. Here it is. So yeah, planned target, planned entry, sorry, on 0.08, planned target on 0.10, and yep, it's as easy as clicking the invest button here. And yeah, that's about it. As you see, it is cancelled at the moment because the planned target, the planned entry here isn't reached. So that's why it succeeded in a cancel. But yeah, this is for the tradings view, right? I suggest that you try it out yourself, just play around with it a little bit. I'm gonna make sure that I make some more videos on certain aspects. Let me know if something is unclear, then I will try to make it a little better in the documentation as well for you guys. But this is it for the tradings view. If we take a look then to the leaderboards, here you can see the leaderboards. Of course, there isn't a lot of people on it at the moment. We want you guys to be on there, so feel free to open trades and create some. And we have prizes coming soon, so that's something to look forward to. And we have the chat feature over here. You can search for nicknames, so people that are using our platform or wallet addresses. Yeah, to search for people and chat with them. I don't really have people that I can chat with at the moment, so let me search for myself, for example. Yep, I can chat with myself if I want to. You can write messages with each other. Try to contact some traders that you think are interesting and that you want to know more about. Yeah, just feel free to send them over a message and get to know each other. You are able to view the trades history of the user you're chatting with as well. And you have a About Me section. This is just saying I'm a Slight user. If someone is coming from the Drift protocol, it will say I'm from the Drift protocol, stuff like that. All right. Then we have the profile section over here. Under your nickname, you are able to find your wallet address. So you can copy this and share with other people if you want to chat, for example, on our platform. And yeah, more info can be found on your profile, of course, such as total deposits, profits over time, the amount of trades you made, and an entire history to see what you did wrong, what went very well. It helps you to learn and improve on trading in the future as well, of course. So not something to just skip, in my opinion. And here you also have a button to create a new trading. And then here the last button is the docs. I'm gonna open the docs as well. This is currently in development by me. I'm trying to put a lot of work into this. Here we have an introduction to Slight Trades. Here you can find some more info about the referral program that we are working on. Yesterday I added the tokenomics, so if you want to look at what the SLDX token is about again, well, here you can find it. It's just a draft that is online at the moment. Still some paragraphs needs to be added here. Want to learn more about decentralized trade pools? Here it is. And I'm also trying to set up cool quick start guides so that you can quickly get into something on the platform and test it out. So this quick start guide goes over creating an account, creating your first trade, right? This is basically what I demonstrated to you guys, but you can rewatch it here in a 4 to 5 minutes video. And yeah, some more general info about what every single section is about, basically. I have this FAQ section over here as well. You can find a lot of questions here with answers. I'm trying to update this about every single week. Basically, this will just get longer and longer the more questions we get from you guys in Discord, via email, via Twitter, and so on. So all of your feedback is appreciated. Just keep in mind that your feedback can also help other people to understand more about our platform, basically. Cool Discord link here as well, but of course, if you're watching this, it means that you already found our way to Discord. And that's basically it for the slide trading platform on the web. And last but not least, I also want to quickly show you guys how the app looks like on mobile. So let me quickly do that as well. Just gonna share my entire screen here, and mirror my phone. There you go. So here you can see my phone with the Slide Trade app installed. I'm just gonna open it up real quick. Yeah, so as you see, it loads very, very fast. I'm already logged in. Normally here where you can see the question mark in the top right, there will be a connect button to log in on your mobile app. And it basically works the same as the web version, right? But just, yeah, in a more user-friendly way when you're on mobile, right? You have here the home section where you can find, again, your total deposits, your P&L balance, the amount of trades made, your trading history. Here you have the trading section then again, where you can see all the trades happening on the platform. This was the one that we created just a minute ago. It opens up. This is something very interesting as well. You can write comments here underneath every single trade. You can add a comment, which is interesting. You can get thumbs up as well on the top right, as you can. We have filter options as well. So you can search, for example, only on trades going up, trades that are meant to go down by choosing short. You can filter on different assets, right? Do you only want to see trades on BTC, Ethereum, Sol, Bonk, and so on and so on. Also something interesting, you can filter by status, right? By default, it filters on all statuses. Active status, you have the finished status, cancelled, and fundraising. Basically, active is, yeah, when the trade is active on the platform. Finished is when the trade is over and was successful. Cancelled is when, for example, a certain planned entry or planned target wasn't reached. And fundraising is when you can invest in a trade that is currently active. Then we have the chat functionality here as well, which is sometimes a little nicer to use on mobile just because it's flawless and very, very easy and quickly to use. But I don't have any conversations yet, unfortunately. And then you have some settings here. You can get to us via following support links. You can see my wallet, when the account was created, an about me section, and you can log out as well, of course. So yeah, and that's basically all I got for you guys today. If you feel like I missed something or if something wasn't very clear, feel free to send us over some messages. We are happy to look at it. And I hope that you learned something from this and that you're willing to try out our projects. So again, once again, thank you all for watching and listening, and I hope to see you around.
Thank you, Jelly.